Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Albert Einstein was rejected by his college entrance exams twice. JK Rowling's first Harry Potter book was rejected by 12 publishers before being accepted by Bloomsbury. These are all famous stories that we know so well they've become cliches. But why do we keep telling them? Because these are awesome examples of how embracing failure is critical to success. And yes, you heard me right. We said embrace failure. I mean, there's no way around it. Failure is inevitable. You will fail no matter what. There's no such thing as a life without failure. Even if you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you will still fail. In this video, we're going to tell you everything you need to know about failure, how to think about it, how to deal with it, and most importantly, how to bounce back from it stronger than ever before. So make sure to watch until the end because we gonna cover every single aspect of failure here. This is the ultimate guide to embracing failure. Part 1. Why you can't avoid it anyway. So the first thing you need to understand is that failure is something that you can't avoid. It is an inevitable part of life, whether you like it or not. And trying to avoid it is just going to cause you unnecessary stress and anxiety. Instead, you need to learn to accept failure as a natural and necessary part of the journey. By doing so, you'll be able to focus on what really matters, which is taking action towards your goals. The more action you take, the higher the likelihood that you will succeed. But success doesn't come from inaction. It comes from learning from your failures and adapting and improving over time. Now, one of the reasons people struggle to accept failure is because they don't see it as a learning opportunity. They see it as a setback or a lost opportunity. But this is the wrong way to think about it. Every time you fail, you have the opportunity to learn something new and improve your chances of success next time. For example, if you're trying to start a new business and you fail to secure funding, instead of seeing this as a setback, you can see it as an opportunity to learn about the process of raising capital and refine your pitch for next time. Or let's say you're trying to break into the fitness industry and you fail to land your first client. Instead of seeing this as a lost opportunity, you can use it as a chance to evaluate your services and see how you can better market them to potential customers. So remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Now, another reason people find it hard to accept failure is because they fear the judgment of others. They're afraid that if they fail, people will think less of them or their ideas. But this is a misguided fear because the truth is that everyone fails at something at some point in their lives. So why should you be afraid of what others think when they themselves are also human and prone to failure? Now, the only way to overcome this fear is to realize that other people's opinions don't actually matter. Sure, it might be painful when you put yourself out there and receive criticism, but ultimately you have to trust yourself and your ability to succeed. Don't let fear hold you back from achieving your dreams. Part 2. How to fail forward. Okay, so now that we've established why you can't avoid failure anyway, let's talk about how to deal with it. After all, failing is one thing, but failing and staying down is quite another. So how do you get back up after you fall? Well, the first step to bouncing back from failure is to acknowledge it and allow yourself to feel the emotions that come with it. Whether it's disappointment, sadness, anger, or frustration, these emotions are valid and important. Trying to push them away or ignore them will only make things worse. So take some time to process your emotions and don't try to pretend that everything is fine. It's okay to not be okay. The next step to bouncing back from failure is to analyze what happened and identify areas for improvement. Ask yourself questions like, could I have done anything differently? What could I have done better? What did I learn from this experience? This is not about beating yourself up or dwelling on the past. It's about gaining insight and understanding so you can do better next time. Once you've identified the areas for improvement, take action to correct them. Create a plan for how you're going to do things differently next time and then follow through on it. This might require you to develop new skills, change your mindset, or seek out new opportunities. But the key is to not give up. Keep moving forward and keep striving to achieve your goals. Part 3. The right way to think about failure. You know, the way you think about failure can either make or break you. It can determine whether you stay down after failing or get back up and try again. So how exactly do you reframe failure in a way that helps you move forward? Well, the first step is to stop seeing failure as a personal flaw. Failure is not a reflection of your worth as a person. It's simply a part of the process of trying and learning. Remember, even the most successful people out there have experienced countless failures before achieving greatness. So don't let a few setbacks define you. Instead, focus on your strengths and the value you bring to the world. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone towards it. Next, you need to stop seeing failure as a waste of time. When you fail, it might feel like you've wasted time and effort on something that didn't work out. But this is not true. Every experience, whether successful or unsuccessful, is a learning opportunity. You just have to be willing to learn from it. When you reframe failure as a learning opportunity, you open yourself up to a whole new way of thinking. You start to see that every setback is just a chance to grow and improve. And instead of feeling like you're wasting time, you feel like you're investing in yourself and your future. Remember, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey and everything you learn along the way. And finally, you need to stop seeing failure as a bad thing. Failure is not something to be ashamed of. It's something to be proud of. When you embrace failure, you become more resilient, more adaptable, and more resourceful. You learn to think outside the box and come up with innovative solutions to problems. You learn to take risks and push yourself beyond your comfort zone. And most importantly, you learn to never give up on your dreams. So the next time you experience failure, don't see it as a bad thing. See it as a chance to grow, to learn, and to become a better version of yourself. Now, if you want to go even deeper into the topic of failure, we highly recommend checking out our video on the 7 biggest lies about failure. In this video, we debunk common myths about failure and provide actionable advice on how to embrace it and use it to your advantage. So if you're ready to level up your mindset and become unstoppable, click the link above and join us in the next video.